High School Hoops Afternoon Live is on TenbandTV, the continuation of the Baldwin Tip-Off Tournament. Girls action for you this afternoon as the Fighting Highlanders host the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Good afternoon. Welcome to WPIAL High School basketball coverage on TBTV alongside Alex Lyons. Matt Vandriak courtside with you here. Alex, the Baldwin Peters Township Tournament, if you will, continues here. It started last night. Upper St. Clair hosted Pine Richland, and Baldwin has hosted Pine Richland, and the Fighting Highlanders, a big third quarter sparked them to victory, outscoring the Rams 18-2 in that third quarter, and that got Baldwin their first victory of the season, evening their record at 1-1. For Upper St. Clair, coming up a little bit short last night at Peters Township.
Yeah, absolutely. Upper St. Clair falls 59-51 to one of the top-ranked teams inside the entire 5A classification. So this is also going to be a good measuring stick game for the 1-1 Baldwin Highlanders coming into this, because Baldwin, they're going to face TJ. They're going to face Peters Township in a gauntlet of a conference inside of section play in section 4 or 5A. So they're going to get a tall task against a very good Upper St. Clair team coming off their first ever 6A title last year.
Players are lining up. Stand up. We'll pause for the national anthem. Then we'll get you your starting lineup intros, and we'll get you your opening tip as well. Baldwin, Alex, opened the season with a tough loss. They lost by 5 to Shadyside Academy. Righted the ship last night and looking to go to 2-1. Upper St. Clair, as you mentioned, the defending 5A champions, trying to get their first win here of 2K25. National anthem here at Baldwin as we get ready to tip this one off. South Hills rivals clashing here, day 2 of the Baldwin Peters Township Tournament. Of course, we were supposed to have a boys doubleheader today, but with the Avonworth Antelopes playing for the 3A state championship, that game's been rescheduled for Friday night. So we're going to go with just the girls' game here this afternoon. Alex, should be a good one here.
Yeah, last year 68-54 in favor of Upper St. Clair. They won the last time these two teams were in section play as well in 2024 with a 49-42 victory and 42-32. So trying to continue the winning ways is Upper St. Clair. But again, this is a very talented Baldwin team that is very well versed together, as they've played a lot together, not just on the floor here for Baldwin, but in the summer as well, gaining experience as a unit.
Well, you mentioned that, Alex, that you saw some of these girls play over the summer as well, and some of these Baldwin players have some college offers as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Steel City Summer Basketball League, you know, we've seen a number of these. The Bernardises both played there. Isabella Niles, Joel Zott, they were teammates in that summer league playing for Avonworth head coach Nick Dizon. And then J.C. Klingensmith also was part of the championship winning team. She's going to Bethany, so gotten a lot of great experience against some great talent around the WPIAL this summer, and, you know, looking to propel themselves in a really gauntlet of a conference this year.
For Upper St. Clair, Alex, we have a team that is coming in off of its first championship and has really risen to success, or continued success, if you will, under Susie McConnell-Serio.
Yeah, absolutely. Last year, 45-40 in the 6A title, as they were able to get back to the district title game and send their head coach Pete off in the right way, as he ended with 299 career wins, making the state championship fall just short in that one. But again, it was a great run. They were, of course, led by Riley Calicay, the Kent State commit, Grace Howe, Peyton McGurger, Meredith Huzak, along with Rosenberry. So a lot of talent lost, but some great talent coming back. And the 6'1 sophomore in Kate Polstanko is an absolute force for this squad from Upper St. Clair.
Baldwin last night really used a strong press defense to turn Pine Richland over. The Rams played a competitive first quarter. Baldwin went on an 8-0 run to close out the second, took a 6-point lead to the locker room, then really scored the first 16 points of the third quarter, outscoring the Rams 18-2 en route to victory last night. All around a great performance, but really Jules Ott was a game breaker and game changer for the Fighting Highlanders last night.
Yeah, the PSU Barron commit knows how to take over a game, and Ott just such a calming influence out on the floor. And then you put so much senior leadership on this Baldwin squad. You know, you expect a lot of good things from them here tonight against a tall task in Upper St. Clair.
Baldwin coached by Jamal Woodson, starting five are Lindsay Bernatis, Jules Ott, Kelsey Meyer, Bella Niles, and Hannah Prilla. As we tip off in midcourt, right to left, Baldwin will move in the home white to the purple. The opposite way, USC left to right in the black, white, and red. Alex, the starters for for USC under Susie McConnell-Serio.
Yeah, Ryan Prunzik, Caroline Bernard, along with Alexa Ingram. Joining them will be Mackenzie Pope and Kate Polstanko.
Baldwin with the ball first, right to left. The Highlanders move it. Ott moves it to the left side. See Bella Niles, and we got a whistle here. Push away from the ball.
And I think maybe is it the stoppage for the scoreboard going off to our left here, Matt? And
yeah, you are right. Yeah, the scoreboard to the left has technical difficulties, so
sometimes you need the old school ones. They're not going to go dead.
That one's still here. The one to the right is there as they reset the second scoreboard. And Baldwin will inbound here. See Lindsay Bernatis. Made the observation last night, Alex, of the 9 players rostered for Baldwin's varsity team, it's 33% Bernatis. 3 Bernatis sisters on the squad. This one going to be off of the Fighting Highlanders, and possession goes to USC.
Yeah, I had the chance to interview Lindsay Bernatis, the younger of the middle of the 3, after her sister played a year in the Steel City Summer Basketball League. And it's no sister love. They want to be better than each other. They all want to outperform one another.
Lindsay Bernatis in the starting lineup, but we'll see senior Lacey Bernatis and also freshman Aaliyah Bernatis play as well. All 9 Baldwin players played last night, as Jamal Woodson likes to rotate his ladies in. Caroline Bernard to the right. She's going to drive. Off the glass, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound baseline. Sends it outside. Open look in the left corner for 3. And knocking it down is Ryan Prunzik. USC the first points of the afternoon.
Yeah, Prunzik returning point guard for this squad. Really everything is going to run through her for Upper St. Clair, and just gets open and knocks it down from the corner.
Lindsay Bernatis to the right side. Ball out off of the defense of USC's Ryan Prunzik.
Yeah, early on, you're looking at this Upper St. Clair defense, really uptight. You're going to have to do a lot of off-ball screens, try to get open, get some open looks if you're the Highlanders here.
Upper St. Clair opening their season last night, as mentioned, losing 59-51 as the other side of this Baldwin-Peters Township tournament to the Indians. Baldwin started the season losing to Shadyside Academy. As a nice dish on the back cut. Doesn't go, though. As off the mark there was Kelsey Meyer, and the rebound out off of the Fighting Highlanders, and possession goes to USC.
Yeah, Meyer did everything right but finish there. Perfect ball movement. You need more of that if you're Baldwin, and those baskets are going to fall.
Across midcourt comes Ryan Prunzik running the point. Baldwin right now in a man-to-man, but not pressing. Now they're going to try to maybe trap a bit in the corner. This one pushed down into the paint. Dish back outside. Same look on the left side. Prunzik going to drive instead. Floater goes. Prunzik has 5, and Upper St. Clair leads 5-0.
Yeah, again, so much attention to Polstanko right now underneath, and that's allowing Prunzik to get open in the corners, knocking down a couple already.
Lindsay Bernatis, that is, sending it inside, almost has her pocket picked as Prunzik is everywhere. Dish out to Ott for 3. High arcing shot off the back of the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Upper St. Clair That's Alexis Ingram on the rebound. And here comes Prunzik leading the charge for the Panthers back across midcourt. Prunzik drives to the right side, now to the baseline, dishes out, well read this time as Baldwin was ready for it. I believe that was Hannah Prilla who got a hand on it. And now we see Bella Niles bring it coast to coast. Niles to the hoop, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down, good rebound there by Kelsey Meyer. Sending it back outside, Ott to the point. Penetration here, Bernatis takes it to the rack off the left hand, and she'll draw the whistle on the way up.
Yeah, great job there by Bernatis. Saw the lane on the little hesitation and was able to earn a trip to the charity stripe.
Lindsay Bernatis to the line. 5:23 left here in the opening quarter, and Baldwin on the board as Bernatis sinks the first free throw. Second try, good as well. Baldwin trying to build up the momentum from last season as well. Alex, another playoff season hopefully in the works here for Jamal Woodson as we have Baxter in front of us.
Yeah, tie up here, forcing the near side, but 16-11 last year. Got a playoff win beating Chartiers Valley 73-72 before losing to South Fayette in the quarterfinals, but did make the state playoffs as well. So, it's a squad that was able to get back in the playoffs after missing the year prior. And again, in this tough section, you're going to be battle-tested coming into the postseason.
For St. Clair, after the jump ball, Prunzik dribbles across midcourt. Baldwin playing man-to-man here. Right wing dish. Over there to Mackenzie Pope. Pope dribbles around to the far side. Long three-pointer off the back of the rim on the attempt there from Carolyn Bernard. And now coast to coast come the Highlanders. Prilla takes the dish, but it was a little bit hot off the pass from Bernatis. USC comes away with the basketball. Left wing feed. Bernard sends it across court to the right side. Back to the point now. Bernard, nice dish inside. A little too tall, though, for Kat Postenko. And possession goes back to the Fighting Highlanders.
Yeah, that was the look they wanted. You had Bella Niles down low guarding Postenko, the 6'1 sophomore versus Niles. And if you get that look, you got to get it into her every single time if you're Upper St. Clair.
Postenko, the 6'1 sophomore, tallest lady on the court. Trying to defend here. Nice look inside. Hannah Prilla going to dish it back out. Jules Ott, long three, in and out. And the rebound pulled down by Prunzik. Prunzik's everywhere right now, Alex, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, 5 points early on. All the Upper St. Clair scoring, and she's been brilliant, was the big returner on this roster.
Kelsey Meyer with a big steal here for Baldwin. She's going to go coast to coast. Good dish. Finds Bella Niles. Niles sends it back outside to Ott. Spins, had an open look. Going to drive instead. Ott takes it off the glass. Doesn't go. And Postenko tips the rebound. There to Caroline Bernard.
Baldwin's brilliant moving the ball so far this afternoon. But, again, they have been unable to finish at all. Look after look.
Jumper from the foul line. Prunzik has all 7 for USC. And that's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Back the other way. Bernatis cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter and puts it in with the left hand. Bernatis cuts the Baldwin deficit to 3. Now you see Baldwin starting to press a little bit here, Alex. I used that last night very effectively. But Upper St. Clair breaks it, feeds down low, and the finish by Alexis Ingram. And the lead back to 5 for the Panthers. Jules Ott, go ahead.
4:25 into this game, it took Baldwin to get a bucket from the floor. So they had the looks, just got to find a way to capitalize like Bernatis did.
Bernatis tries again, this one off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Upper St. Clair. So Bernatis with all 4 for Baldwin. Prunzik with 7 of the 9 for USC, and a 5-point differential right here with the Panthers on top. Good dish. Prunzik, outside look, open. Nice defense, though, getting back on the play by Bernatis to get a piece of that 3-point try.
Yeah, great job there by Perilla underneath as well, as Postenko was trying to go right to the basket, was able to get her big right paw and enforce the dual possession and get the possession back for the Highlanders.
So J.C. Klingon-Smith and Lacey Bernatis are going to check in for Baldwin. First substitutions of the afternoon. USC keeping the same 11 out there. Actually, no, we're going to see Annalise Castrodale check in, so she's in off the bench. Ott off the outside of the backboard, and there is Annalise Castrodale making her presence felt early with the rebound. Across midcourt, trying to get a little bit of pressure here. Hands it off. Prunzik on the left wing, dribbling back towards the point. That switches hands on the dribble. Nice look inside. Trying to force it to the corner. Coming away with it was Polstanko. Outside look. Prunzik for three. All net. Ryan Prunzik. The weather outside might be cold, but Prunzik's hot here this afternoon.
Yeah, Baldwin got to press a little more on Prunzik. Way too much room, and Prunzik's made them pay every time.
Jules hot. And Baldwin down 8 now. Outside look, three-point try. That one's off the mark from Aaliyah Bernadas. And now Caroline Bernard brings it across. Upper St. Clair moving it down. We see also another game here, Audrey Brown with the basketball for the Panthers. Casterdale back to Prunzik. Over to the left side. Bernard in tight. Polstanko double team, tied up. And that's going to be a jump ball, but possession will stay with USC. Baldwin's defended well inside so far, Alex, but the outside has been a bit of a problem as Ryan Prunzik's exploited it from outside the arc.
Yeah, they've been so focused on trying to shut down the bigs underneath. Prunzik's just kind of went by the wayside, and you can't leave her alone, as she's shown that here in the early going.
Penetration, little floater, doesn't go. Rebound pulled down by Casterdale. Baseline drive rejected by Lindsey Bernadas, and she's going to lead the charge back the other way. Bernadas dribbles jumper from the foul line, doesn't go. And the rebound pulled down by Caroline Bernard. And hustling back now is Prunzik for the Panthers. Prunzik jumper from the opposite foul line doesn't go. And Bernadas, that being Lindsey Bernadas, we got to remember we have 3 of them. We got to get the first names in again. As ahead, here comes Jules Ott. Ott, nice dish inside. Aaliyah Bernadas sends it back outside. To the right side, the pass here goes. J.C. Klingensmith thought about driving, but she's going to get fouled instead. Alex made a good point, Baldwin. The passing is crisp, the plays are being executed, but the finish just isn't there.
Yeah, and that's the difference in this game. It's probably a one-possession game if Baldwin can just capitalize on a couple easy bunnies down low. It's not just missing threes. They've missed some easy, wide-open layups as well.
Good spin, good drive, good finish for the Highlanders.
And you make that one.
Kelsey Meyer cuts the deficit to 6. Ryan Prunzik trying to dish to the corner. Able to spin away with it. There was Bernard. Cross court look, wide open 3, way off the mark. And the recovery pulled down by Bernadas. Lindsey Bernadas back the other way with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Dishing it outside, open look. Aaliyah Bernadas for 3. It's going down! And the Fighting Highlanders within 3.
Yeah, Lacey from the right side, sister to sister. No problem there.
So Lacey with the tray, and Prunzik at the buzzer doesn't get it to go. And the first quarter in the books. A competitive one. Baldwin battling back with a 5-0 run to close it out. It's Upper St. Clair 12, Baldwin 9 after 1. You're watching High School Hoops live here on TenbandTV. Back here at Baldwin, getting ready to get the second quarter underway. High School Hoops live on TenbandTV. Matt Vandriak and Alex Lyons courtside with you here. Alex, Baldwin, a cold start shooting-wise to start the quarter, but a 5-0 run to close it out, and we have a 3-point lead for USC after 1.
Yeah, big stops late for the Highlanders, and then you got the big-time triple Lacey Bernadas, and just like that, right back in it. Prunzik, though, you got to find a way to slow her down for the Highlanders with 10 points in that opening quarter.
Baldwin with the hoop, with the rock that is the start. They move right to left. And a steal, talking about Prunzik. The basketball was metal. She's a magnet here this afternoon. The ball keeps finding her both on the defensive side as well. Trying to force that pass inside. Good hustle back there by Baldwin's Kelsey Meyer. Comes Meyer across midcourt. Sending it over here to the left side. Jules Ott. Over to the right side. Bernatis now brings it back to the point. USC kind of playing a 1-2-2 or 1-3-1 zone here. And a baseline drive. Ott with the reverse layup. Got it. And Baldwin within one. The Highlanders starting the second quarter.
Yeah, Ott, that is someone that you cannot get going if you're Upper St. Clair. And that's one basket like that, she could explode here in this game.
Ryan Prunzik, as Alex mentioned, scoring 10 of the Upper St. Clair 12 points in the opening half. Good look inside. Ingram finds a double team, gets tied up. Jump ball possession stays with USC, but Baldwin's tried to get that corner trap a couple of times, Alex. Upper St. Clair's been able to break it, but as the quarter waned on, Baldwin's defense seemed to tighten up a bit.
Yeah, absolutely, and Baldwin has done a great job. Upper St. Clair, you got 5'11", 6'1", down underneath, 5'8" as well in Bernard. They keep bringing the ball down to your midsection. That is the biggest no-no. I played forward in high school. I would be on the bench every time that would happen. Keep it up high where they can't get it.
Trying to take your advice there and keep it up high, but unable to find Kat Polstanko. And Baldwin takes it away. Jules Ott going to bring it back the other way. Ott had a big night last night, dishing inside. Meyer sends it back out. Lindsey Bernatis trying to work her way against the defense there of Prunzik. Almost turned it over, but Meyer able to find a good baseline work there by Bernatis. Back into the game, here's J.C. Klingensmith. She'll swing back to the point. Jules Ott outside. Bernatis. Meyer to the near side. Ott trying to get around the defense. Ott takes it strong off the glass and in. And Baldwin leads 13-12.
Yeah, first lead of the game for the Highlanders after going scoreless from the floor in the first 4:25 of this game. Ott 4 points this quarter, and the Highlanders up by 1.
So Baldwin big, Alex, on a 9-0 run right now. Upper St. Clair trying to tide the storm, and they'll throw it away.
Yeah, trying a little inside out there, but that was great closing speed by Lacey Bernatis, the senior, quickly closing the gap to Audrey Brown and not allowing that quick 1-2 in out. And a turnover forced by the Fighting Highlanders.
So Baldwin trailed 12-8. That was our largest lead of the afternoon, but the Highlanders scored the last 6 of the first quarter and have scored the first 3 here of this second quarter. 3-point look from Ott. No good, but a rebound pulled down here by Meyer. Meyer finds Klingensmith back outside. It comes now. Lindsey Bernatis drives, sends it outside. Lacey Bernatis for 3. That one's off the mark. Good job by Klingensmith to find the rebound. Pushing it inside to Lindsey Bernatis, who dribbles out but loses control.
And the big thing of why you were able to see this turnaround, Matt, when you do the little things right and stick to them even when they're not working, this is going to be the result. Baldwin was doing all the little things right on offense. They didn't get too selfish when they were cold to start. They kept to it, and it is starting to pay off with this 1-point lead.
And there's the defense. Lacey Bernatis makes the steal. And the Highlanders playing solid on both ends of the court now. Jules Ott, lead feed. Meyer trying to work through a double team, make it a triple team, takes it strong. I think Polstanko might have got a piece of it, but Lacey Bernatis, relentless for the rebound, ties it up, and possession goes to Baldwin. Caroline Bernard going to check in. Alexis Ingram going to take a break. Mackenzie Pope back into the game as well for Upper St. Clair. Meyer takes the inbound dish, sends it to the top. Lacey Bernatis to the right side. Klingensmith. Over now to Jules Ott. Lacey Bernatis thought about pulling up that 3. Pulling it back out instead. Baldwin a little more methodical here as they pass around outside the arc. Ott trying to find some room. Pushes it back outside. Klingensmith for the long 3. Doesn't go, gets her own rebound, though. Klingensmith thought about it, going to send it over to Bernatis for 3 off the mark. Klingensmith almost got another rebound out off of Upper St. Clair's Evelyn McDermott is into the game. Possession stays with Baldwin, but we're seeing now, Alex, it's extended possessions for the Fighting Highlanders.
Yeah, they are tenacious on the glass here this afternoon, going after every ball. And even if they don't get the rebound clean, deflections, dual possessions, and that's resulting in extra Highlander time with the ball.
Bernatis, to Bernatis. And Lacey for 3. That one's off the mark. Upper St. Clair's Mackenzie Pope pulls it down, and we have a whistle underneath, a push against the Fighting Highlanders. It's one thing we haven't had a lot of either, Alex. It's been a pretty clean game. There's not been a lot of fouls.
Yeah, first total foul on the Baldwin Highlanders in this entire game, just second foul in the game in general.
Good battle here, 13-12. Baldwin leads. Upper St. Clair led 12-4 in the opening quarter. Baldwin currently on a 9-0 run. Panthers trying to stem that. Ryan Prunzik with that big first quarter, scoring 10 of the Panthers' 12. Good dish outside. Pope from the left side for three off the mark, that is. And pulled down by J.C. Klingensmith.
4 boards this quarter already for Klingensmith.
Bernatus through. The defense doesn't go. Lacey Bernatus pulls down the rebound. Outside look. Ott for three. Boom, baby! Ott with the tray, and it's 16-12 Baldwin. And Susie McConnell-Serio wants the TO.
All 7 points this quarter scored by the likes of Ott. Said it was only a matter of time till Joel Zock can knock down a triple. Open look there, rattles it in, and the Highlanders rolling over Upper St. Clair right now.
TenbandTV has broadcast sponsorship opportunities available now for your business or organization. As a TenbandTV sponsor, your brand isn't just a logo on a banner, it's integrated into the experience. With actionable QR codes and detailed analytics, TenbandTV ensures that your sponsorship makes an impact. Check out shop.tenbandmedia.com to see our advertising packages, or email sales at tenbandmedia.com for more information. Alex, basketball season in tow. December's here, the cold weather's here, the holidays on the horizon. And basketball's upon us here, these tip-off tournaments. A good measuring stick for some teams, and this is a really good matchup between two players we should see as the season rolls on.
No, absolutely. Upper St. Clair, of course, they're hoping to defend that 6A title. Baldwin, I think they're showing right now, hey, you talk about TJ, you talk about Peters Township, well, you better talk about us because Peters just beat this Upper St. Clair team, and Baldwin's looked great against them here this afternoon.
Similar story to last night where Baldwin had a slow first quarter but really picked it up. They just didn't wait till the third quarter to take the game over. They've had a big end of the first and a solid second. Good dish around here for USC. Evelyn McDermott sends it back out. Prunzik for three. This one's not going to go. Strong rebound down there, though, by Paul Stanko. The putback doesn't fall. And Upper St. Clair finally got a couple second chances there, Alex. It's been one and done for most of their drives. Lead feed too strong for Meyer, but as we were talking about, Baldwin extended possessions, and as you mentioned, tenacious on the boards. I think that's the first time since early in the second quarter Upper St. Clair got a second chance.
Yeah, only the second rebound for Upper St. Clair this quarter, and right now it looks stagnant on the Upper St. Clair side. Great ball movement on the left. To our right, it's been a lot of traps and a lot of just posting up. You're going to have to see some off-ball screens, see some movement, and Baldwin's done a great job of starting to close in on Prunzik. They have to find ways to get her open and get some more shots.
16-12, Highlanders in the lead. Upper St. Clair looking for their first points of this second quarter. Left three off the mark by McDermott. And here come the Fighting Highlanders. Ott leads a charge. She's going coast to coast. Good hustle, though, by McDermott to get back and knock it away. And the ball goes out off of Ott, so really good play there by McDermott to force the turnover.
Yeah, risky play, reaching from behind, just got enough of it to knock it down, knock it away, and force the turnover back the other way.
So Baldwin last night, until there was, I believe, a minute and 45 seconds left in the third quarter, shut Pine Richland out in the third frame. We have 2:40 left here in the second quarter, and Upper St. Clair yet to score, and they're going to turn it over here.
Yeah, really, Baldwin giving Upper St. Clair a taste of their own medicine from the first quarter where they struggled to put points on the board. But again, the difference is Baldwin should have scored. They looked great. They moved the ball. They've stuck to it. Upper St. Clair, they've had almost no good looks here in this second quarter.
And you talked about, besides Prunzik, only one other player scored a basket for Upper St. Clair. And Baldwin, Niles dishing it inside. We get it tied up. And then we have a whistle here on this one.
You know, and if you're Upper St. Clair, I think you got to try to get the Highlanders a little uncomfortable. They've been able to get real comfortable. They know what they're expecting right now. You got to get off, get running, and try to change up the tempo and start dictating the pace of this game for Upper St. Clair.
Hannah Prilla trying to work it inside. Lindsay Bernata sending it outside. Niles takes it. She gets tied up. But good hustle by Prilla. Niles back outside now to Ott. Ott slows it down, trying to get a screen here from Prilla. Ott to the right side. Bella Niles, baseline pass looking for Prilla. And it's going to be a whistle down low. Actually, they're going to say that Prilla stepped on. No, that is a foul. So Prunzik picking up two quick fouls there, too.
Yeah, it's something you got to watch. You cannot allow her to get in foul trouble if you're Upper St. Clair. Everything runs through Ryan Prunzik.
Baldwin moves it around. Lindsey Bernatus. Nice look inside. Ott on the cut, but can't put it through. Rebound, Prilla fought for it. A situation there where on that cut, Alex, Ott was just a step ahead of the pass. USC back quickly. Polstenko puts it in. And the Panthers, with 1:34 left in the second quarter, get their first points of the second frame.
Yeah, great job there. Hesitation, patience, kept the ball high, and just what the doctor ordered for Upper St. Clair. As bad as you've played, you're only down by 2 here in the second.
Inside, Bella Niles trying to work through the whole defense, takes it strong, can't get it to fall. Prilla continuing her strong work underneath, and Niles with the find and the score. Bella Niles. I said she plays a gritty game last night, Alex, and she shows some of that grit right there.
Yeah, Bella Niles never gave up on it, and that's a big thing. Baldwin has not given up on any ball here this afternoon, and it pays off there.
Drive to the hoop, count it there. As Claire Birmingham gets her first points of the game. USC keeps the deficit 2, 45 ticks left on this opening half clock. Three-pointer from the left side, no good. Prilla the rebound, the putback doesn't go. Prilla still working hard, gets another board. Taking it up, there's Lindsey Bernatus and can't go, so Baldwin, 3 good looks, but nothing to show for it. Now Upper St. Clair slows it down, likely holding for the last shot here of this opening half.
Yeah, if you told Upper St. Clair, with everything that's happened here in this second quarter and the end of the first, that you would have a chance to tie or take the game going to the half, you would take that 9 times out of 10.
Working with it here is Bernard, and we get a whistle, and Bernatus is going to be called.
I think you're very happy with that, too, if you're Upper St. Clair. Now you get 10 seconds, set play from the sideline. Probably something you work over time in, time again at practice. Now you get an opportunity here with 10 seconds on the side out.
So USC working with this last shot attempt here in the second quarter. Chance to either tie or possibly take the lead. And we see Ryan Prunzik. She has a lane. Prunzik dishing outside instead. Three-point look from the left side. Got it! Evelyn McDermott with the tray. And Upper St. Clair, despite not scoring till there was 1:34 left in the second quarter, will take a 1-point lead to the locker room.
Yeah, that was all Prunzik. Her speed burn, not 1 but 2, crossing the timeline, and that left McDermott wide open in the corner. All eyes on Prunzik, dished it out, no doubt about it, from the corner. And again, Upper St. Clair, so much for a tie. They take the lead going to the half. Improbable the way that second frame went.
19-18, USC leads Baldwin at the half. We'll take a break and be back with your second half of action. You are watching High School Hoops live on TenbandTV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
to the right. She's going to drive. Off the glass, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound baseline. Sends it outside. Open look in the left corner for three. And knocking it down is Ryan Prunzik.
He has been unable to finish at all. Look after look.
Jumper from the foul line. Prunzik has all 7 for USC. And that's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Back the other way. Bernatis cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter and puts it in with the left hand. Bernatis cuts the Baldwin deficit to 3. Trying to force it to the corner. Coming away with it was Polstanko. Outside look, Prunzik for 3. All net. Ryan Prunzik.
A couple easy bunnies down low. It's not just missing threes. They've missed some easy wide open layups as well.
Good spin, good drive, good finish for the Highlanders. And Bernatis back the other way with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Dishing it outside, open look. Aaliyah Bernatis for 3. It's going down. And the Fighting Highlanders within 3. USC kind of playing a 1-2-1, 1-2-2 or 1-3-1 zone here. And a baseline drive. Ott with the reverse layup, got it. And Baldwin within 1. The Highlanders starting the second quarter.
Yeah, Ott, that is.
To the near side. Ott trying to get around the defense. Ott takes it strong off the glass and in. And Baldwin leads 13-12. Bernatis through the defense, doesn't go. Lacey Bernatis pulls down the rebound. Outside look. Ott for 3. Boom, baby! Ott with the tray, and it's 16-12 Baldwin. And Susie McConnell-Serio wants the TO. Willa fought for it. A situation there where on that cut, Alex, Ott was just a step ahead of the pass. USC back quickly. Polstanko. I was trying to work through the whole defense, takes it strong, can't get it to fall. Prilla continuing her strong work underneath, and Niles with the find and the score. Possibly take the lead, and we see Ryan Prunzik. She has the lane. Prunzik dishing outside instead. 3-point look from the left side. Got it. Evelyn.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Back here at Baldwin, music taking us back to 2001. It's Crazy Town, Butterfly. High school hoops live here on 10-band TV. Matt Vandriak, Alex Lyons with you courtside. Alex, a tale of two quarters. Upper St. Clair started hot. They led by 8 in the opening frame, but in the second frame, it was all Fighting Highlanders until the end.
Yeah, and it was really interesting because it was a tale of two quarters, but it was split quarters. Both teams dominated for 8 minutes in this game, but for Upper St. Clair, it was the first 4 or so minutes of quarter number one. Then the last 4 and first 4 of the second quarter, that was all Highlanders. And the last minute 34 of quarter number 2, it was all Upper St. Clair. As Baldwin 9-9 for 18 at the half, Upper St. Clair 12-7. All 12 points for the Upper St. Clair Panthers came in the final minute 34 of that second frame, as Joel Zott had 7 of the 9 for Baldwin inside that second quarter. She leads the way with 7 points, 4 for Lindsay Bernatis, 2 for both Myers and Bella Niles. On the other side, 10 all in the first quarter for Ryan Prunzik. Then you had a trio at the buzzer by McDermott to put Upper St. Clair up by 1, and then 2 for both Postanko and Ingram, along with Birmingham for the Upper St. Clair Panthers. But if Baldwin sticks to their game, hits some shots, they can run away with this in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about that. I said first quarter, if Baldwin would have made some of those shot attempts, and then the way they played in the second quarter, it could very easily be a double-digit lead for the Fighting Highlanders at the break, but instead it's USC up 1, and the Panthers with the basketball to start the second half. Right to left, they move with it. Bringing it across midcourt, here's Ryan Prunzik. Caroline Bernard on the right sideline, trying to find some room. Back to Prunzik. Prunzik going to penetrate, dishing it out to Postanko. Outside open look for 3, and that one's off the mark. Postanko working hard for that rebound, but coming away with it is Baldwin's Kelsey Meyer. Meyer made her presence felt too. Alex, not so much on the score sheet, but just tenacious work on the boards.
Yeah, and that's a big thing that Baldwin did great. They were so relentless, just going for loose balls, attacking, rebounds, and again, even if they didn't get it, they forced a ton of dual possessions, ton of tie-ups, and a ton of deflections, which eventually would get them second chance opportunities. And Matt, we may have lost our doubleheader because of Avonworth State Championship game, but at least they're dominating Northwest Lehigh for the WPIAL here this afternoon.
You got an
update? 24-7, 3 minutes left in the opening half.
The Antelopes looking to bring home the second PIAA championship in 2 days as Clairton stomped a mudhole in Bishop Guilfoyle the other day. 3-point try for USC. It doesn't go. That was Bernard. She was unable to put it down. Follow-up and the putback, and that's a good shot there by Alexis Ingram. Both teams, Alex, have had looks from outside the arc, but the three-point shooting percentage definitely about as cold as the weather outside.
Yeah, 2 total triples in this game.
As I say that, I thought that maybe Bella Niles was going to knock that one down.
It looked clean, just a little long.
Pope finds Ingram, loses the handle on it, and here comes Bernatis. Fancy dribble, coast to coast off the glass and in. And the Baldwin Highlanders on the board in the third quarter. The deficit now 1.
She had the first 4 of the game for Baldwin, finally back on the score here.
Quickly back comes Upper St. Clair, trying to drive strong was Bernard. Blocked, but the follow-up good. And Postanko, sorry, not Postanko, but Ingram, back-to-back buckets for USC. 23-20 Upper St. Clair in the lead. Short jumper by Prill off the mark. Trying to toe the line and unable to do so for Upper St. Clair down there was Caroline Bernard, so Baldwin will maintain possession.
Yeah, Bernard, multi-sport standout, great softball player as well, and spends a lot of time in the summer traveling, playing ball down in Florida.
Oh, wow.
Let's get the club team right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Impact Gold Florida Premier. I would have butchered it without turning the sheet over.
Alex Lyons joining us today, bringing the research, baby. That's what we have him back here for. We got to give the people what they want. It's what the WPIAL football season wanted back in 2021. Alex back in the saddle, does a 10-band here this afternoon. And throwing it away there is Prunzik. Susie McConnell-Serio. She was okay at basketball. She still got the hands over there.
Yeah, not too bad in any right.
I think she did okay. Back in the high school ranks here, coaching.
Something with that McConnell name.
There's been a couple of those that I understand. It's a good basketball bloodline, I've heard. Right wing try, arcing 3. That's going down. Kelsey Meyer with the tray, and we're tied at 23. Just a matter of time, Alex, before those three start falling.
They're getting even there, and again, three-point shooting's contagious. More contagious than a winter flu. You start making them, they come in bunches.
And the results much prettier than the winter flu as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of vitamins, a lot of cough drops this time of year to make sure we could stay on the air all year long.
We'll have a busy week for you here on 10-band TV. Next week, girls basketball on Monday, doubleheader on Wednesday, and then the Baldwin Avonworth rescheduled game that's supposed to be here this afternoon will be next Friday.
I know I'll have Upper St. Clair's hockey team that will be taking on TJ. That will be on 10-band as well.
That's right. Alex is this partnership with us. We'll have some hockey action for us next week. So a full week on top of basketball and hockey. 5 nights next week on 10-band TV.
I mean, hey, Upper St. Clair TJ, that's always a heated rivalry, and that's a great Upper St. Clair program, so always fun to get to cover them.
Just saw Upper St. Clair's hockey team on Thursday night, and Peters Township exploded for 5 third-period goals to come back and beat the Panthers 6-3. After Upper St. Clair had back-to-back shootout wins in their previous 2 games. Speaking of shootout, long 3-point try there by Mackenzie Pope doesn't go. Good hustle, though, as Ryan Prunzik continues her stellar afternoon. Going to whistle down low, and it's going to be a push against Upper St. Clair as Kat Polstanko got a little too handsy down there with Hannah Prilla.
And that's the big thing about good players. You know, even when you're not scoring, and Prunzik, she's a point guard. But even when the ball doesn't fall in, do you keep your head? Do you keep making big plays? And that's what Prunzik's done. And there's right on cue, gets the steal.
Ask and you shall receive. Prunzik with the steal, going to pull up the J, but it's off the mark. And a good hustle back there by Kelsey Meyer. Baldwin back 2-on-1. Meyer has tried to force that one in there to Bella Niles, and good hustle getting back by the Panthers' Mackenzie Pope to break that up. Ends up on her backside.
16-13 right now, rebounds in favor of the Highlanders in this contest. And again, you thought it would be a little more of that counting it up, but, you know, everything's kind of contagious. It comes in waves. You start doing the little things right. You start, you know, getting rebounds, getting second chance opportunities. Good things are going to happen for you.
Prilla, good ball fake, takes it up strong and cashes in. Baldwin back on top, 25-23.
No time like the present for your first bucket if you're Hannah Prilla.
Prilla's been strong on both sides of the court on the rebounds, but as you mentioned, gets her first points of the afternoon. Outside look, wide open, 3, money. Evelyn McDermott's second tray puts USC up 26-25.
And that's what you didn't see from Upper St. Clair in the majority of that second quarter, moving the ball, finding the open target like they did early on.
Open look from the left side for 3. This one in and out for Lindsey Bernatis. And the rebound pulled down, then tied up is Upper St. Clair's Annalise Casterdale. Arrow stays with the Panthers, so they will get it back here. And now we see a little back and forth between these sides in this third quarter.
And that's still a great play there. You don't get the rebound, but you force the switch of the arrow. So next tie-up, which we've seen a ton, Baldwin's gained so many extra possessions just because of their active hands forcing tie-ups.
Prunzik trying to drive to the corner, and she goes down. That would have made the Upper St. Clair hockey team proud.
I'd be upset if I'm Baldwin. That Prunzik got a little out of control there. Yes, it is a foul, but that looked like a carry to me coming down the near side. You saw a lot of palm under because she was out of control trying to cut down the sideline, which ends up resulting in a direct foul on the Highlanders.
Inbound as Bernatis got a pretty good bump there on Prunzik as well.
If you're going to foul, make it count.
Oh, she certainly did. Outside look, Prunzik for 3. Boom, baby! Ryan Prunzik with the tray, 29-25 USC. Comes Lindsey Bernatis. Ott open for 3 on the right side. It's going down! Shooter's luck for Ott, and Baldwin back within 1.
Iron kind, second triple for Ott, double digits for Ott, and just like that, 1-point game again.
We thought this was going to be a good one this afternoon, Alex. It's definitely lived up to the billing. Baldwin and Upper St. Clair.
Most complete quarter back and forth both sides. Neither team really has had the edge.
Polstanko through a triple team, sends it out. Now the left wing look. Prunzik for 3. She got another. Don't touch Ryan Prunzik right now because you'll get burned. She is en fuego.
4 threes in the game, her second of the quarter already, and Prunzik back to her first quarter form.
4-point lead for USC. Baldwin able to maintain possession. Good job, but then got a foul on the sideline. Oh, timeout. Okay.
Yeah, I think they saw Bernardus trying to walk the tightrope, and that left foot was coming awful close to a backcourt violation on Bernardus. So save possession and get it back if you're the Highlanders down by 4.
Full TO. I want to say thanks to our sponsors here for making Baldwin High School sports possible on TenbandTV. Thank you to Legacy Lanes. Everyone loves to bowl, so why not do it while celebrating your birthday? Birthday party packages are available now. Legacy Lanes also offers online lane reservations. Just go to their website at legacylanes.us and make your reservation for some bowling fun. There are also opportunities to join league play year-round. Visit Legacy Lanes at 5024 Curry Road or give them a call at 412-653-2695. Also, thanks to the Craft House Stage and Grill for being an advertising partner for Baldwin High School sports here on TenbandTV. The Craft House brings you unforgettable nights of live music, specializing in talent close to home and across the country. Stop by to enjoy the Craft House's menu of scrumptious, scratch-made food that will keep you coming back for more, along with a wide selection of beverage choices with something in mind for everyone. The Craft House also has late-night happy hour on Fridays and Saturdays from 11 p.m. until 1 a.m., featuring half off 20 delicious menu items. Stop by the Craft House Stage and Grill, 5024 Curry Road, or check them out online at crafthousepgh.com. So it's Upper St. Clair, Alex, with that big early run to take an 8-point first quarter lead. Baldwin with a strong finish in the second quarter, trailed by 1 at the break. And now back and forth we go here in a very balanced, as you called it, third quarter.
Yeah, if you're Baldwin, though, you got to keep answering. You cannot allow Upper St. Clair to jump back ahead like they did early to start the game.
McDermott with the steal, lead feed to Prunzik, looks behind her, takes it herself. Prunzik, a one-man show this afternoon, 34-28. USC up 6 now.
8-point quarter for Prunzik right now. She has come back to life after a sluggish second.
Almost able to strip that one away from Prilla, but Prilla able to maintain possession. Cross-court pass comes over here. Lindsey Bernardus trying to get a screen there from Prunzik, drives and draws the whistle, as the reach will be called against McDermott for USC.
If you're Baldwin offensively right now, you're starting to look a little stagnant, which is something we haven't said a lot. You got to have a little more movement on this offensive side of the floor. Get open, get those open looks that help get you that lead in the second quarter.
Bella Niles sending it back outside here. Lindsey Bernardus going to take, doesn't go. Niles with the rebound, the putback, count it, and Baldwin within 4.
Great play. Bella Niles trailing all the way in, and just a little tap, tap, taparoo for 2.
Jumper there on that floater by Prunzik doesn't go, and Baldwin going to bring it back the other way. Lindsey Bernardus, coast to coast, get out of Dodge. Castrodale with the big block, too deep for USC, back the other way behind the defense, then the finish for Polstanko, and USC pushed that lead to 6. Jules Ott running the point, setting it up. 2-3 zone here for Upper St. Clair. Over to the right side. Lindsey Bernardus out to her sister here. Lacey Bernardus at the point, now to the left wing. Jules Ott bringing it back to her right. Lindsey Bernardus open for 3. Off the mark. Nice work down there by Prilla to tip it over. Niles able to work through that double team, and Baldwin able to maintain possession. Ott pressured by McDermott. Ott spins away, keeps control. So we have 35 seconds left here in this this third quarter. Nice look here. Lindsey Bernardus looking to penetrate. Outside, Lacey Bernardus. 3-pointer from the left side, short. Rebound pulled down. Bella Niles takes it up. Can't get it to go. Rebound still battled for. Prilla comes away with it for Baldwin. Lindsey Bernardus going to take it herself, and she'll draw the whistle. Strong work, though, by Niles and Klingensmith, bringing down those offensive rebounds.
Absolutely, and that's going to earn only our second total trip to the line in this game. Bernardus, her second trip personally to the charity stripe.
First free throw a little strong.
But we've seen Upper St. Clair. They switched from that man to this 2-3 zone, Matt. And, yeah, you want to work the high post, but working the high post isn't just standing in the high post. You got to cut in and out, knife back and forth, and create those openings.
Bernardus gets the second free throw. Deficit 5 for Baldwin, 36-31 USC. Polstanko back the other way as USC picks up the pace. And she puts in the 2. 38-31. Baldwin maybe last possession to try to cut this deficit, but a steal instead. Prunzik back the other way. Good hustle to get back. Prunzik at the buzzer doesn't go, but no give up there by Lindsey Bernardus to make sure that basket doesn't go. Big third quarter for Upper St. Clair. The Panthers lead Baldwin 38-31 after 3. We'll be back with your fourth quarter. You're watching High School Hoops live here on TenbandTV.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Back here at Baldwin, getting ready to get the fourth quarter underway. High School Hoops live on 10-band-TV. Matt Vandriak, Alex Lyons with you courtside. Alex, a big third quarter there for Upper St. Clair. They lead by 7 as we head into this final frame.
19 in the first half, 19 in the third quarter for the Panthers, outscoring Baldwin 19-13. Highlanders got to find a way to get back on the score sheet here, but it's Upper St. Clair's pace that has got them out in front. Steals and scores.
And as you say, there's another steal by Upper St. Clair. And that's Annalise Castrodale. We got a whistle on the sideline in front of the Baldwin bench, and USC turns it over.
Yeah, the Bernada sisters, tenacious there, trapping Prunzik, forcing the turnover, and now a big sequence down by 7 for the Highlanders.
Baldwin needs to, as you mentioned, get some offense. They've had the looks. The shooting just has not been there this afternoon for Baldwin. Ott to the right side. Lacey Bernadas comes back outside now to Jules Ott. Meyer back to Ott.
Got to work up high there where now Meyer goes.
Into the paint. That's where Meyer is. Sends it outside. Lacey Bernadas, quick dish. Ott for 3, off the mark. Good hustle, though. Lindsey Bernadas, tenacious for Baldwin. Now Lacey. Bounce pass inside. Meyer back out. Lindsey Bernadas open look from the left side. Can't get it to go, but Meyer with the rebound, the putback, and the Fighting Highlanders finally get one to fall.
And that's what you look. High post, in and out, quick shots, open looks from long range. Got to knock them down.
Polstenko dishing inside there to Castrodale, who draws the foul on her way up.
First trip to the line for Upper St. Clair this afternoon, coming in the fourth quarter. Again, just 4 free throws in this entire game.
Bernadas picks it up. First free throw, and Castrodale knocks it down. Pushing the ball and lead to 6.
First point for Castrodale.
5'11" junior at the line. Second doesn't go, and the rebound there for Bella Niles. Jules Ott picked it up in the second half last night for Baldwin. Ott needs to get hot here for the Highlanders maybe now. Over to the left side, Lacey Bernadas, a little give and go there. Bella Niles to the left side. Bernadas, good feed. Corner look. Comes back out. Ott. Lindsey Bernadas inside. Myers draws the defense. Sends it back out to the point. Ott over there now to Lindsey Bernadas. Inside Meyer. Jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound. Niles gets it. Takes it up and draws the whistle. Bella Niles. And she'll go to the line.
And it's taken Baldwin a little bit to adjust to this 2-3 zone. I don't think they saw it coming. They didn't have it on their bingo card this afternoon, but here in the early stages of the fourth quarter, they've started to work it up top and back outside to get some great looks in this game and in this quarter to try to get back in.
Niles helps the cause by knocking down the first free throw.
4 for 5 from the line are the Highlanders.
Niles gets them both, make that 5 for 6, and the USC deficit, there's the UFC lead that is 4, 39-35. Kenzie Pope across the midcourt.
4-1 scoring advantage to start the fourth for Baldwin.
Upper St. Clair, the largest lead of the game back in the fourth quarter, was 8. They led by 7 after the third quarter. Baldwin tries to battle back into it here. McDermott drives, corner look. Polstanko, long deuce. That's not going to go. Good rebound there by Ott as she battles against her counterpart into Evelyn McDermott. Ott brings it across midcourt. Looks it over. Meyer instead. Back out to Ott. She's going to pull up that three. Doesn't go. Baldwin's had a lot of looks from outside the arc, but they just have not fallen today for the Highlanders.
You know, just make 25% from long range, and you're winning this game.
Polstanko misses the jumper from the foul line. Rebounded there by Bella Niles. And Baldwin going to bring it back. Jules Ott to Lindsey Bernatus. Corner look to Lacey Bernatus. Back to Lindsey now. Lindsey trying to spin away from the dribble. Good work inside cut. Lacey Bernatus sends it back out. Ott right side. Niles for 3. Off the back of the iron and no good. And the rebound pulled down by Prunzik. Pope brings it back. Trying to work through the defense there of Lacey Bernatus. Ryan Prunzik teed up there by Niles. Finds Mackenzie Pope on the right side. Upper St. Clair also slowing the offense down here. With a 4-point lead as we're under 5 minutes left here in this fourth quarter. Polstanko. Inside to Prunzik, and we got a whistle. I think a block away from the ball there.
They call a foul there on Lindsey Bernatus.
And she's going to take a breather here. Actually, we're going to take a timeout. It looks like J.C. Klingensmith trying to get back into it. We have a 30-second timeout here on the floor.
Yeah, if you're Baldwin right now, you got to find a way. Slow down Upper St. Clair. They built this lead off of steals and scores, transition offense, as their great defense of Prunzik has led to multiple possessions, multiple strikes back the other way, some easy looks for Polstanko, and big-time threes by Prunzik in that third quarter. But this is how you won the play to start this fourth frame of your ball. When you've cut into the lead, you've outscored Upper St. Clair, but you got to keep to it. You got to keep working, keep grinding out the possessions, hold Upper St. Clair to one and done, and if you're Baldwin, capitalize on the looks that you've created, because you've created a ton of opportunities.
Baldwin has been fixated on the 3 points, the three-pointers today, Alex, and the shots just have not been falling. And as you said, if you could turn at least, even a quarter of those into deuces, you got a different ball game here.
You go from, 7 to 10% up to 15 to 20, completely different ball game.
Instead of a 4-point deficit, you potentially have a double-digit lead. For St. Clair, brings it in. Prunzik. Polstanko, corner, three-pointer for McDermott. This one's off the mark. And a good rebound there by J.C. Klingensmith.
Yeah, the Bethany commit, great job boxing out, earning position, earning the ball.
And a great steal back the other way by USC. Good read by Annalise Casterdale. And now back the other way. Prunzik inside. Polstanko off the glass and in. And the USC lead 6.
8-point second half for Kate.
Polstanko, just a sophomore. She was a part of that championship team last year from the right corner for 3. And Klingensmith can't get it to go. Polstanko imposing her wheel, but a good steal. And Ott going to take it up and draw the whistle. So Polstanko, a nice job there to get that defensive rebound, but then the pass right into Jules Ott, who was all over the place. Pope picks up the foul, and Ott will go to the line. Ott's first free throw all net. It's one thing Baldwin's done well tonight, Alex. They've been good from the free throw line.
Yeah, absolutely, as Baldwin knocks down. That is now their 6th make in 7 opportunities.
And no announcer jinx there. Ott gets them both, and the deficit 4.
Yeah, that's because they already missed one. If it was perfect, then we'd been in trouble.
Upper St. Clair coming back with it here.
And I would have been getting no Christmas cards from the Ott family.
Well, you're still on the nice list now. We both are.
For now.
For now. Upper St. Clair back with it. Baldwin deficit 4, 2-possession game as we approach 3.5 left here in regulation. Corner feed. And we got a whistle here. McDermott. Niles will pick it up. kickball called here against Niles. I watched Bella Niles last night, and I said the best way to describe her play is gritty. She's a gritty player, and you can see the way she plays, the tenacity. She's everywhere, and she will use all parts of her body to defend, including the kickball there. Right side, Pope comes back here to the top. McDermott thought about that long three. She's going to penetrate instead, dishes out to the right. Back inside it comes now. And the return pass from Castrodale to Pope. Now it goes to Prunzik. Prunzik trying to go through everybody, the runner. Count it. And USC leads by 6.
20 for Prunzik. That little hesitation, just so shifty. Such a quick first step. It makes the Highlanders pay.
Baldwin, still a 2-possession game, down 6. It seems like Upper St. Clair's been more in rhythm here in the second half, and as I say that, Baldwin way out of rhythm as that cross-court pass ends up in the bleachers. Here comes Upper St. Clair with the ball.
Gotta have a steal there.
And good hustle, getting the steal by Lindsey Bernatus. Asking you shall receive.
Knew they should have had it, and the hustle, the speed gets what either way.
Klingensmith in the paint, sends it back outside. Niles struggles with it, but is able to recover. Lindsey Bernatus looks it over. 2.5 left here. The deficit 6 for the Fighting Highlanders. Bernatus looking it over. Back out. Niles thought about that three from in front of the Baldwin bench. Dishing inside, now back out. Klingensmith going to take it up. Fades, doesn't fall. And Polstanko pulls down the rebound for the Panthers. Double teamed and forcing the travel. There she is again. Bella Niles. Gritty, tenacious, number 25. Inbounds, Klingensmith. Corner look, Ott for 3. Got it! And a timeout taken by the Highlanders. They're back within 3. The defense leads the offense, and Jules Ott trains the three-pointer.
Ott up to 5 points this fourth quarter, 15 in the game, and that's the biggest one so far for Ott, knocking down the triple, as that's just great ball movement. Ott the trigger, gets it in, gets it right back, is kind of just eluded. Prunzik coming out a little late, little slow, getting the hand out, and Ott knocks it down right in her face. Now defense gotta show up big for Baldwin.
Back within 3, the Fighting Highlanders with 2:07 left here in regulation. It's been a back-and-forth game all afternoon, Alex. Biggest lead was Upper St. Clair by 8 back in the opening quarter. They led by 7 here in this fourth quarter, but Baldwin's battled back to make this a 3-point game. And this Highlanders defense, which has been tough through these first 2 tip-off tournament games, as you mentioned, needs to bear down here in this last 2:07 to give Baldwin a chance to pull it out and get back-to-back victories.
Yeah, and I think no matter what, obviously, your eyes are on the prize here still if you're Baldwin. You've done a lot of things right, and there's going to be a lot of good to build on no matter what happens, but you don't want a sour taste in your mouth. You know right now, hey, you're going to be able to compete with the top-tier teams in your section. I think that's been proven here tonight. This is a great Upper St. Clair team. Even losing all they did last year, they're still the defending champs. They still have talent. It's Upper St. Clair. It's retooled, never rebuilt here. And Baldwin, they're in with Peters Township and TJ. Well, great game last night for Upper St. Clair and Peters. Baldwin could very well be in the lead if they just finished off some early opportunities. But Upper St. Clair, you got to give them credit. They bent, they didn't break so far.
And you talked about it, Upper St. Clair not scoring in that second quarter till there was 1 minute and 34 seconds left in it.
Still ended up with 7.
And that one of those, that big three-pointer by McDermott at the buzzer, but USC throws it away. And there's that Baldwin defense. The first half of the equation. See if the Highlanders can tie this one up.
Again, the spot you're in, too, you don't need the 3, which is you get 3 happy, and the way you've shot the 3 today could rear an end for Baldwin, but you just got plenty of time to work.
There's the 3 from the corner off the mark. Klingensmith gets the rebound, though, sends it back out. Follow-up 3 off the back of the iron. Klingensmith, another rebound. But this time Upper St. Clair takes it away, so 2 looks for the Highlanders that don't go. And Klingensmith, 2 offensive boards for naught. Upper St. Clair. Trying to work through it here. Prunzik, nice look down low, doesn't go. Rebound strong, pulled down, tied up, possession goes to Upper St. Clair.
And that was all by Ott. Ott hustling over, quickly getting there. Knew she wasn't necessarily going to be able to get a hand on the ball, but forced the quick shot, the quick look by Castrodale, and Castrodale just could not connect.
USC will stay with the possession. In it comes to Pope, and Pope is fouled. I think Jamal Woodson's encouraging his girls to foul now.
Yeah, that's not a bad foul because you don't have to send them to the line right here, but now you're one foul away from going into the double bonus.
USC trying to inbound right in front of us here. There's that double team, and Prunzik got tied up. But Susie McConnell-Serio going to take the TO.
Yeah, that's a great job there for Baldwin. Getting the trap, forcing the timeout, and now again another chance to get a steal off the inbound. But that was a great foul by Niles because it puts you one foul away. Now you want to say, okay, it's time for a red, time for black, whatever your call is. Now you're just one foul away. You know, and obviously it gets a little more tricky with the WPIAL when they switch to that 5-foul double bonus automatic rule because it's no longer the 1-and-1s, but it still kind of creates these opportunities for Baldwin to send Upper St. Clair to the line, and if Upper St. Clair can't make free throws, you're still alive.
43-40, USC in the lead. This game has ebbed and flowed. It's been back and forth. Upper St. Clair led by 8 in the first quarter. Baldwin kept the Panthers off the board until there was 1:34 seconds left in the second quarter, but a three-pointer by Evelyn McDermott at the buzzer let USC take a 1-point lead into the locker room, and then Upper St. Clair had big third quarter. Panthers up by 7 here into this fourth, but Baldwin within striking distance.
Yeah, just a 3-point game right now. Baldwin stops and scores. They've been active defensively. Got to continue to get your looks, and now you're starting to head down into where you're going to have to start making your threes. You had 2 brilliant looks on that last possession. Neither would fall. You've got extra possessions. You got to continue to dominate the glass. No second chances allowed for Upper St. Clair. Can't turn the ball over, and you got to hit a triple here. But it all starts with defense.
And we saw the Baldwin defense rise to the occasion on this last inbound. Now here from the left side, they're going to dump it back across court. And there's that double team, but able to get away from it. Is Prunzik, almost a steal there by Ott. And now a turnover that's coming our way. And there it is. The Baldwin defense is in your face, literally, was Mackenzie Pope. Dustin, this isn't the Dudley boys. We can't let her go through the table.
And that was all forced off that almost initial steal. They were just out of sorts from that point on, and they did get the takeaway.
And Baldwin gives it back. Is that pass too hot to handle on the corner there for Ott?
That'll make the blood boil on the far side.
48.5 seconds left here in regulation, and all USC up trying to inbound from inside the front of the Baldwin bench. Inbound a little bit far. Prunzik able to stay with it. She slid a bit. Now here they come. Upper St. Clair. Meyer going to foul here. Pope has been the ball handler. And that will send USC to the line. And we'll send Mackenzie Pope to the charity stripe, a chance to make this a 2-possession game.
Only second trip to the line, second trip of the quarter for Upper St. Clair. Castrodale, the only Panther to shoot so far here this afternoon.
McDermott misses the first. Sorry, not McDermott, but Pope misses the first. It's a break for Baldwin there.
This is where Baldwin's like, can we go back to the old 1-on-1 rolls?
Misses them both, but the rebound pulled down by Castrodale. Baldwin has to foul here. Prunzik doing her best to avoid it, now trapped in the corner, and there's a whistle.
Yeah, that's a great play, though, by Baldwin. The awareness, hey, let's see if we can force a timeout, force a movement before we foul here. 2 seconds may not kill us, but it's better than sending Prunzik to the line if we can get somebody else there. Got to deny Prunzik. Face guard her right off the inbound here. Do not allow this inbound to go to Prunzik if you're Baldwin.
Talked about the change in fouls in WPIAL basketball. Was it adopted? Was it last season? Or was it with the season before? I think it was last season.
I think it was last season.
When we switched over with the first year of the change. But in the old days, 5 fouls was only 1 shot. And then you would get into the double bonus after that. But that's changed, as you mentioned. Still don't have a shot clock, though.
Oh, that's coming. That's coming. I believe that was just approved. So that's in the near future, and in possessions like this, would not allow Upper St. Clair to hold the ball for the last couple minutes without fouling.
29 seconds left here in regulation. 3-point deficit for the Fighting Highlanders. Inbound comes to Ryan Prunzik. Prunzik, loose ball coming our way. And we get possession staying with USC. Up close and personal right here. Nice feed. Prunzik dishes out. She had the shot there. Smart play. Alex to take more time off the clock. She could have definitely taken a shot there, but moved it out instead. You see what Prunzik, the senior, does.
Yeah, an easy layup, but said, hey, let's take another few seconds off. But the question is, can Bernard now knock these down?
First free throw off the mark.
Nothing but net, but not the right part of the net.
Yeah, the outside of the net does not count. Second try here for Caroline Bernard to try to push this. This is a big free throw, and Bernard doesn't get it. Baldwin has life.
1 for 6.
Lindsay Bernadas brings it back. 15 seconds left. And we get a TO taken by Jamal Woodson to drop some strategy. Coming down to the wire here, Alex, with 13.8 seconds left. Baldwin down 3 is bonus basketball on tap this afternoon.
And it's going to be interesting. How do you play this if you're Baldwin? With just over 12 seconds, 10 seconds, right around there. Do you go for a quick 2, a quick foul, and then say, hey, if they miss both free throws again, they're 1 for 6 from the line. Do we say, hey, maybe we get a chance at 2 twos to win this game in this final 10 seconds? Because you get a quick inbound, quick look at a 2 layup, foul, 8 seconds left with possession back, and at worst, you're in the same boat needing a 3. Or do you try to hold to force it one final shot to send it to overtime? Or do you try to get a quick triple off the inbound? We've seen Baldwin be successful off inbound plays with a little inbound by Ott, right back to Ott for the triple, and seeing Lacey Bernadas come back in. I think you're going to look for a quick 3 by Baldwin.
Probably that's going to be the strategy, but you make a really good point about that potential of getting the quick 2 and then fouling, because Upper St. Clair has not been good from the free throw line, but Baldwin has not been good from outside the arc this afternoon either.
No, exactly. When you kind of look at that storm, normally it's like, okay, it's 3 time no matter what, but just the way this game's went, the way the gears have turned in this contest with the 3-point shooting and the foul shooting on both sides struggling for the respective parties, you kind of look, is 2 a better option than 3 at this point? With 13.8 seconds left, you get a score before 10, you could possibly get the ball back with 8 seconds left in this ball game, down by just 1.
Here comes the inbound from in front of the Baldwin bench. Lindsay Bernadas, the recipient, comes back to Ott. Ott going to take it strong and gets blocked. Prunzik goes up and gets all ball, much to the demise of the Baldwin crowd.
And great block, but also this is a better position to inbound for Baldwin if they want to get a look from the corner. Went for the 2 there. Do they change it up here?
Ott to inbound. Looks it over. Inside, Myers, D'd up. Possession stays with Baldwin. Good work, though, again, by Annalise Castrodale.
And again, now you have 5 seconds gone to that 13. The question is, do you keep trying to work it in for 2, or you got to switch strategy?
Ought to inbound. There's the inbound. Meyer takes it up and 1. Kelsey Meyer to the line with a chance to tie it.
How about the traditional 3-point play? Old school sending it back. Myers beating, banging. And we're 1 point away from a tie.
Great inbound pass here, Alex. You see it. Meyer on the cut, takes it strong, draws the whistle, and she'll go to the line with a chance to knock this one up. Meyer's free throw, all net. And we're tied at 43 with 7 seconds left. And Alex, the old adage in basketball, whoever wins the battle at the charity stripe usually wins the game, and that is why Baldwin is tied, and Upper St. Clair had a couple of opportunities to put it away, but could not.
8 for 9 from the line for Baldwin, 1 for 6 for Upper St. Clair. But going back to that foul on Prunzik, they were trying to originally deny Ott, and it was a late attack back over to Meyer. And a lot of the times when you hear those footsteps, you see a player charging in, your initial instinct, I'm going to fade away. No, Meyer said, I got this. I'm going in the contact. I'm embracing the contact. You want to hit me? Come hit me. She was able to do that through the contact to the cylinder, laid it in for 2, finished it off at the line, and that's why you spend hours on top of hours in the summer, in the beginning weeks of the season in practice, shooting free throws. And listen, when I played high school basketball, we ended every practice. Everybody had to make a free throw. You missed a free throw, you were running. You didn't want to be that person making your team run. You know, I was that person once. I shot 80+% from the line the rest of the season because I said never again. And it's moments like that in the season where you put the work in, where it shows up in big games like this, that you can knock down the game when you're tired, in the clutch, to get it even at 43.
Alex, are any of those Fraser High School games in the MSA Sports / Trib Live High School Sports Network archive where you can go back and see your free throws?
I don't think they really covered us too much. Maybe our playoff game when we played Ford City, but that would have been about it.
I covered one Fraser basketball game back in 2004 against Clairton. That's how long that was. Upper St. Clair at the end. And it doesn't go. And Pope thought she was fouled. Not the case.
Hey, but the Doors back in 2015 did beat Clairton on senior night. That had a Lamont Wade and Aaron Matthews on it. That's always one of the my favorite high school memories, a fadeaway buzzer beater at the end of the first half for me. And again, Lamont Wade and Aaron Matthews, a couple of D1 guys on the other side.
So we're going to overtime. Baldwin and Upper St. Clair. Little bonus basketball. Alex, we haven't worked together in 4 years, so I guess the universe felt they need a little more of us here. And we're going to do a little extra time here tonight, this afternoon.
Got to give the people what they want.
Absolutely. And we want to say thank you to our sponsors here on TenbandTV. Thanks to Legacy Lanes. Everyone loves the ball, so why not do it while celebrating your birthday? Birthday party packages are available now. Legacy Lanes also offers online lane reservations. Just go to their website at legacylanes.us and make your reservation for some bowling fun. There are also opportunities to join league play year-round. Visit Legacy Lanes at 5024 Curry Road. Or give them a call at 412-653-2695. Also, thanks to the Craft House Stage and Grill for being an advertising partner for Baldwin Sports here on TenbandTV. The Craft House brings you unforgettable nights of live music specializing in talent, both close to home and from across the country. Stop by to enjoy the Craft House's menu of scrumptious scratch-made food that will keep you coming back for more, along with a wide selection of beverage choices with something in mind for everyone. The Craft House also has late-night happy hour on Fridays and Saturdays from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m., featuring half-off 20 delicious menu items. Stop by the Craft House Stage and Grill, 5024 Curry Road, or check them out online at crafthousepgh.com.
12-5 fourth quarter. Baldwin outscored Upper St. Clair to get this game to overtime. 20 for Prunzik, 15 for Ott, leading the way on both their respective sides.
And Polstenko wins the OT tip right to left. Upper St. Clair, who with the ball in extra time. Ryan Prunzik, a big catalyst to why the Panthers are able to keep this game tied. Out to the left side. Bernard hands it off. Prunzik, she's going to drive. Now dribble back outside. Prunzik, nice move to the rack. Doesn't go. The rim's getting tight down the stretch here into overtime for USC. Now Baldwin a chance to take their first lead for the first time in a long time. That's back across midcourt. Good pass inside. Meyer, who tied it up with the 2 and then the free throw. Battling against Polstenko, her counterpart in 22. Meyer takes it strong. Polstenko gets a piece, but Klingensmith there for the rebound. Bernatis dishes inside. Meyer finds and dribbles out. Smart play here by Baldwin on the basketball court, with the basketball as well.
Those extra possessions are huge, getting those rebounds, these extra looks here that Baldwin has gotten all game long.
Looking around, sending it back outside. Klingensmith dishes off to Bernatis. Bernatis trying to find some room to get inside. Bernatis going to take it through. Everybody sends it outside, and she's called for the walk. So both teams empty possessions to start OT. The difference, as you mentioned, Baldwin just constantly getting second, third, and fourth opportunities, while USC pretty much one and done.
And again, in these just 4-minute sprint of overtime, it's all that much more important.
Open was Pope, and she travels, and she hesitated there, Alex. She had an open look for the 3, but overthought it, then takes the extra step, and the Panthers give it back.
And that's the big thing. You can't hesitate. You got to be confident in everything you do. And as soon as you saw that hesitation, it was trouble, and I think the Upper St. Clair bench knew it.
43-43, nobody's scoring here yet in overtime. 2.5 left in this extra period. Meyer, she's going to work hard. And she'll go to the line for a chance to make it 3 again. Kelsey Meyer bringing it here into overtime for Baldwin.
Meyer, the last 5 points in this game and a chance to make life a lot more miserable for the Panthers if she can once again prove that she has ice in her veins.
She knotted this game up with 7 seconds from the free throw line. Her first free throw in OT, cash as well. 46-43, and Baldwin stays hot from the free throw line too.
9 for 10.
Upper St. Clair bringing it back. Ryan Prunzik takes it over to her right. Dishing back here to the left side now. Bernard trying to work inside. Outside to Pope instead it goes. Nice dish. Prunzik on the cut. But Bernardus there to get a piece of it. Lindsey Bernardus with the defense. Gets the feedback the other way. Sends it outside. Ott thought about the three. Dribbles back instead. Lindsey Bernardus dishing it outside. Over now here to the left side. And Ott to Meyer. Outside it goes. Lacey Bernardus fouled on the play, but Meyer with the basketball. And Upper St. Clair bringing this zone out a little bit here, but Baldwin, great possession. They have the lead, and they have the basketball. They're going to force Upper St. Clair to take it away. We got to stop here and a timeout.
It took about 40 seconds off the clock, just a big rolling weave on the outside. Upper St. Clair, though, they also are in that position where they're one foul away from sending Baldwin to the line for a double bonus. It is continuation into overtime, so they're just one foul away from that. But, you know, the difference is Baldwin's been brilliant from the line.
That's the difference right now, Alex. USC led by 3, but with 7 seconds left, we saw Kelsey Meyer take an inbound pass, take it strong, draw a foul, go to the line, knock down the tying free throw, and then that sequence repeats itself in overtime. Meyer with the bucket to the free throw line, the three-point play, and the three-point lead for Baldwin.
15 of the last 20 points are by the Baldwin Highlanders in this ball game.
Well, it's an old adage somewhere. It's not how you start, but how you finish. And Baldwin finishing strong here this afternoon. See if they can carry it over here for another minute and 22 seconds. Ott and Lindsey Bernardus give and go. Ott trying to come back. There's the steal. Mackenzie Pope for USC. Back outside to Prunzik. Prunzik dishing out to the right side. Three-point try. That's not going to go. I think possibly Klingensmith got a piece of it. And USC, an empty possession.
And here's something else to look at, Matt. Since it was a three-point play by Kelsey Meyer and Upper St. Clair in the double bonus, you can prevent Upper St. Clair from shooting a three when they get the ball back by just fouling. Send them to the line.
And that has not been the strong point for the Panthers this afternoon. Under a minute now, Lindsey Bernardus to the corner. Comes back around Ott to Niles. To Ott. And Ott is fouled as Prunzik. She has a little bit of linebacker in her, Alex. That's twice that she's put somebody on the floor.
Just lowering her in the head and running right through. But Ott really can make this a difficult and an uphill battle even harder to climb.
To the line, Jules Ott. First free throw, and that one off the mark. Still a chance to make this a two-possession game, though, here at the second one. Second one is good. That's a big bucket. With 48 seconds left, it's a 4-point lead now for Baldwin. And Bernardus forces the steal. Bernardus going to take it back. Take it up! Exclamation point! Lindsey Bernardus. Baldwin by 6 with 35 seconds left. Dish inside. Polstenko with the spin off the glass and in. And Susie McConnell-Serio wants a TO as USC's back within 4 with 30.3 seconds left here.
Ending the 9-0 run there with 30 seconds left, as it has been all Highlanders right now as of late. But it's still a 4-point game here, Matt, and that is a big, big thing when it comes to you need one of the rarest of rares in the 4-point play. And then if you're Baldwin, you're just going to pack it in here. Defensively, you obviously get possession. You're going to try to get a quick steal if you're Upper St. Clair, but if you're Baldwin, you just pack it back in. You know, don't chase, don't foul on a three. That doesn't kill you instead of doing something stupid and giving them a chance at a 4-point play.
Strategy talked over here by Susie McConnell-Serio and Jamal Woodson as they get ready to bring it down to the wire here. The final 30.3 seconds of overtime. Buzzer beaters, the story of this afternoon, Alex. It was USC who got the buzzer-beating opening half three by Evelyn McDermott. And then with 7 seconds left in regulation, Kelsey Meyer, a two-pointer, and then that clutch free throw to send it to OT for Baldwin.
Yeah, there was times you thought Baldwin was going to run away with this. Times you thought Upper St. Clair was going to run away with it, and it's OT, and it's been a thriller.
There's the steal. Ball on the floor, tied up, but possession stays with Baldwin.
And that's all those dual possessions, all those tie-ups going back to the arrow. And, again, Baldwin has forced that time and time again, gets them possession here.
And it comes to Niles. She'll get fouled quickly. That'll send Bella Niles to the line. So a chance for Bella Niles maybe to put this one out of reach. First free throw. Good from Niles. Baldwin keeps shooting strong from the line.
11 for 13. Niles, 3 of her 7 have come from the stripe.
Gets another. And the lead 6, still a two-possession game, but time not in the Panthers' favors. They're down 51-45. Guess you got to try a three from somewhere. Out it comes quickly. Pope way off the mark. Rebound pushed back in, but there's Bella Niles again. And the Baldwin Fighting Highlanders are going to sweep this tip-off tournament with back-to-back victories over 6A schools. This afternoon, the Highlanders come back and outscore Upper St. Clair 8-2 in overtime en route to this 51-45 win.
Yeah, brilliant by Baldwin down the stretch. Backs against the wall. Gave up 19 points in the first half, 19 in the third quarter. Trailed by 7, but outscored Upper St. Clair 12-5 inside that third frame. Huge and one make for Kelsey Meyer to end regulation, start overtime. And Baldwin, those second chance opportunities and their free throw shooting, huge in this game as they go 12 for 14 from the line. Upper St. Clair 1 for 6 in this game and in the fourth quarter.
Well, Alex, that's a big difference there. That free throw shooting really was a difference, and really, as you mentioned, is the reason why we got to OT. Baldwin overcomes a tough afternoon of three-point shooting, but uses their defense down the stretch to force those turnovers and then some clutch shooting, especially by Meyer, and then an overtime by Niles from the free throw line, and you have the final numbers as far as scores go as well.
Yeah, for the Upper St. Clair Panthers fall to 1-2 on the season as they will be back in action at North Hills on December 8th. They were led by Prunsick with 20, 10 by Polstanko, and 6 both by Alexi Ingram and Evelyn McDermott, with adding a pair for Birmingham and 1 for Castrodale. On the other side for the victorious, now 2-1 Baldwin Highlanders. They will be here at home on the 8th versus the South Park Eagles. They were led here by Joel Zott with 16 points, 13 by Meyer, a massive 6 to end the fourth and start overtime, 9 by Lindsey Bernatus, 8 by Bella Niles, including icing the game at the free throw line, 3 for Lacey Bernatus, and 2 for Perilla. Baldwin was down 12-9 after 1. They came back to make it a 1-point game at the break. It was 19-18 at the half as Upper St. Clair went on a 7-0 run to end half number 1 and outscored Baldwin 19-13 inside the third frame, making it 38-31. 12-5 scoring advantage for the Highlanders in the fourth, including that old school three-point play by Myers. Then an 8-2 scoring advantage in overtime. Baldwin takes it 51-45 to go to 2-1 on the year.
So the Highlanders successful here in this tip-off tournament. A victory over Pine Richland last night, a victory over Upper St. Clair tonight. We'll have that game that Alex mentioned on Monday night, 7:30 tip here on TenbandTV. Make sure you tune it in. For our production staff, Dustin Beck running the show. Top guy. Jared Todd Hunter on camera as well. Matt Vandriak for Alex Lyons. Thank you all for tuning in. We appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time. High School Hoops Live on TenbandTV. to the right. She's going to drive. Off the glass, doesn't go. Gets her own rebound baseline. Sends it outside. Open look in the left corner for three. And knocking it down is Ryan Prunzik.
He has been unable to finish at all. Look after look.
Jumper from the foul line. Prunzik has all 7 for USC. And that's a 5-point lead for the Panthers. Back the other way. Bernatis cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter and puts it in with the left hand. Bernatis cuts the Baldwin deficit to 3. Trying to force it to the corner. Coming away with it was Polstenko. Outside look, Prunzik for 3. All net. Ryan Prunzik.
A couple easy bunnies down low. It's not just missing threes. They've missed some easy wide open layups as well.
Good spin, good drive, good finish for the Highlanders. And Bernatis back the other way with 20 seconds left in the quarter. Dishing it outside, open look. Aaliyah Bernatis for 3. It's going down. And the Fighting Highlanders within 3. USC kind of playing a 1-2-1, 1-2-2 or 1-3-1 zone here. And a baseline drive. Ott with the reverse layup, got it. And Baldwin within 1. The Highlanders starting the second quarter.
Yeah, Ott, that is.
To the near side. Ott trying to get around the defense. Ott takes it strong off the glass and in. And Baldwin leads 13-12. Bernatis through the defense, doesn't go. Lacey Bernatis pulls down the rebound. Outside look. Ott for 3. Boom, baby! Ott with the tray, and it's 16-12 Baldwin. And Susie McConnell-Serio wants the TO. Willa fought for it. A situation there where on that cut, Alex, Ott was just a step ahead of the pass. USC back quickly. Polstenko. I was trying to work through the whole defense, takes it strong, can't get it to fall. Prilla continuing her strong work underneath, and Niles with the find and the score. Possibly take the lead, and we see Ryan Prunzik. She has the lane. Prunzik dishing outside instead. 3-point look from the left side. Got it! For USC, it doesn't go. That was Bernard. She was unable to put it down. Follow up and the putback. And that's a good shot there by Alexis Ingram. Finds Ingram, loses the handle on it, and here comes Bernatis. Fancy dribble, coast to coast off the glass and in. And the Baldwin Highlanders on the board in the third quarter. The deficit now 1.
Connell name.
There's been a couple of those that I understand. It's a good basketball bloodline, I've heard. Right wing try, arcing 3. That's going down. Kelsey Meyer with the tray, and we're tied at 23.
Second chance opportunities. Good things are going to happen for you.
Prilla, good ball fake, takes it up strong and cashes in. Baldwin back on top, 25-23. As you mentioned, it's her first points of the afternoon. Outside look, wide open, 3, money. Evelyn McDermott's second tray puts USC up 26-25. We did. Outside look, Prunzik for 3. Boom, baby. Ryan Prunzik with the tray, 29-25 USC. Ott open for 3 on the right side. It's going down. Shooter's luck for Ott. And Baldwin back within 1.
Iron kind, second triple for Ott, double digits for Ott, and just like that, 1-point game again.
It's an out. Now the left wing look. Prunzik for 3. She got another. Don't touch Ryan Prunzik right now because you'll get burned. She is en fuego.
4 threes in the game, her second of the quarter already, and Prunzik back to her first quarter form. Back ahead like they did early to start the game.
McDermott with the steal, lead feed to Prunzik, looks behind her, takes it herself. Prunzik, a one-man show this afternoon, 34-28. Niles sending it back outside here. Lindsey Bernatis going to take, doesn't go. Niles with the rebound, the putback, count it. And Baldwin within 4. USC, Polstenko back the other way as USC picks up the pace. And she puts in the 2. 38-31, Baldwin maybe last possession. They're trying to cut this deficit by Annalise Casterdale. And now back the other way. Prunzik inside. Polstenko off the glass and in. And the USC lead 6. It's from Casterdale to Pope. Now it goes to Prunzik. Prunzik trying to go through everybody, the runner. Count it. And USC leads by 6.
20.
Inbounds, Klingon-Smith, corner look, Ott for 3! Got it! And a timeout taken by the Highlanders. They're back within 3. The defense leads the offense. And trying to work through it here. Prunzik, nice look down low, doesn't go. Rebound strong, pulled down, tied up, possession. Goes to Upper St. Clair.
And now the question is, do you keep trying to work it in for 2, or you got to switch strategy?
Ott to inbound. There's the inbound. Meyer takes it up and 1! Kelsey Meyer to the line with a chance to tie it.
In it back, Myers.
One up. Myers free throw, all net. And we're tied at 43 with 7 seconds left. And Alex, the old adage in basketball, whoever wins the scoring here yet in overtime, 2.5 left in this extra period. Meyer, she's gonna work hard. And she'll go to the line for a chance to make it 3 again. Kelsey Meyer bringing it here into overtime for Baldwin. To Pope instead it goes. Nice dish, Prunzig on the cut, but Bernardus there to get a piece of it. Lindsey Bernardus with the defense. Second one is good. That's a big bucket. With 48 seconds left, it's a 4-point lead now for Baldwin. And Bernardus forces the steal. It's a 4-point lead now for Baldwin. And Bernardus forces the steal. Bernardus going to take it back. Take it up! Exclamation point! Lindsey Bernardus. Baldwin by 6 with 35 seconds left. Dish inside. Polstenko with the spin off the glass and in. And Susie McConnell-Serio wants a TO as USC's back within 4 with 30.3 seconds left here. Tournament with back-to-back victories over 6A schools. This afternoon, the Highlanders come back and outscore Upper St. Clair 8-2 in overtime en route to this 51-45 win.
Yeah,